live stream today. My name is Nas Dennis. For those who are joining me for the first time, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. So today I want to talk about something very essential in our body system. I want to talk about the kidneys. I'll give you tips, easy tips to avoid the kidney diseases, and also why it is very important to have a healthy kidney. So join me live from wherever you are. Tell me where you're joining me from so that I can recognize you as well. Also, give me a thumbs up, and also let us interact in the comment section. If you have any queries, you can ask me there. I'll answer you ASAP. So thank you for choosing to be with me today. I'll appreciate your time. Yes, I hope it will be a very interactive sessions. At the end of the day, we'll thank you, Miss Judy. Very appreciative for your help. You have also always been of support since we met in YouTube. So I want to talk about kidneys. And first you need to understand why is kidney one of the most talked about organ in the body. It's one of the most important organ in our body because of its functions. And therefore, for you to be healthy, you need to do all that is possible to keep your kidneys healthy. Having kidney disease is not a walk on the path. It is very, very hectic, very challenging as well. It drains you financially, emotionally. So prevention is always better than cure. If you prevent it very early, you avoid reaching that end-stage kidney disease. Having end-stage kidney disease, the better. So kidneys are bean-shaped organs in our body. Structurally, they are located at the upper backside of our abdomen, on either of our spine, below your rib cage. So they are located below your rib cage for protection. Remember, normally they are not palpable unless they have a problem. So you'll not palpate the kidneys in normal circumstances in someone who has healthy kidneys. So they are bean-shaped. They are around 10 centimeters long and 5-6 centimeters wide. They are approximately the size of your fist. Approximate, that is approximation. So there are two. For you to live, you must have at least one functional kidneys. It means if your kidneys are not functional, you cannot live, unless maybe you will be undergoing some procedures known as dialysis. So that is a process in which now you'll be helped mechanically to remove waste from your body. So kidneys are very, very important in your body. alongside your liver, brain, and other major organs in your body. So first, for you to understand why it is important to keep your kidneys healthy, you need to know what are the functions of kidneys. So I'll take you through the functions of kidneys in your body so that you understand why it is important to keep them healthy. And then we'll later come to look at easy tips to avoid having kidney diseases, or how you can ensure that you have healthy kidneys throughout your lifetime, if possible. So join me live. Congratulations, Miss Judy. Recently, I saw that you reached 1,000 subscribers. That is a very big milestone for the young YouTuber. So thumbs up for the good job, for your consistency. So what are the functions of kidneys in our body? One of the major functions of kidney is to remove waste products. Waste products are like poisons. So when they are left in the body system, they will destroy your organs. So remember, you after different body processes, the waste that normally produced. For example, when you eat, foods we normally eat are made of proteins, and proteins, the main function of proteins in our body is to repair body organs, cells, muscles, and also for bodybuilding. The end product of this is waste products, which are also always very, very important. Yeah, so this waste must be excreted outside the body, and it's the function of the kidneys to remove them. We also have urea and creatinine. So these are part of the waste, proteinous waste that are removed by the kidneys. These two products, the urea and creatinine, they reflect kidney functions. Normally, if you are going to check your kidneys, your kidney functions, this test will be done. So your urea and creatinine levels. So if urea and creatinine levels are high, it means that your kidneys are not functioning properly. So it will depict you have kidney problems. So it is now the functions of the kidney to remove all these waste products. So if these waste products are left in our system, they become harmful. That is number one function of kidney. Now, the second function, most important function, is to remove excess fluid, to maintain fluid balance in our body. That is the second most important function of the kidneys. Remember, kidneys remove excess fluid through urine. When you have fluid overload, that is a problem. When you have a fluid deficit, that is a problem again to your body cells. So when you have fluid overload, that one will culminate to having other problems like having edema, blood pressure will increase. So it is the function of the kidney to maintain that fluid and remove the excess through urine. So if you have a kidney problem, it means your body will not be able to excrete excess fluid. It will retain the fluid in the body, which will be very evident. Someone who has fluid overload in the body has puffy eyes, swollen legs, like what is known as edema. Fluids can also accumulate in other body organs like the lungs. We have pulmonary edema, and even the heart. So excess fluid in the body is very dangerous. Therefore, it is very, very vital for the kidneys to remove these excess fluids. The next important function of kidney is to balance minerals and chemicals. Our body is just biochemistry. It's made of chemicals and molecules. So for the muscles, cells, and other body organs to function well, The balance, there must be a balance of these chemicals. Remember, we have things like potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, calcium. These are very important minerals in our body. So it's for the function of the kidneys to maintain that balance together with the bicarbonate, the positive and the negative ions, the negative and the positive. So they must be balanced so that your body's biochemistry be equal for you to be alive. Remember, when you have, for example, potassium levels problems, maybe they're high, that one will affect the functions of your heart, the rhythmic of your heart. So that the potassium level must be within the normal range. We must have calcium and phosphorus, which are very essential for healthy bones and teeth. We have sodium. So change in sodium level can also affect your mental health. So when you have high sodium level, you'll find that these people are confused, have altered mental state. So these minerals they have very, very important functions in our bodies. There are so many minerals in our body. So they must be balanced. If they go down, they have some negative impacts, as well as if they are high. The impacts are both sides. Whether they are low or they're high, they will have negative impacts on our body. So the kidneys must ensure that they are balanced so that we have normal health. Another point is kidneys control our blood pressure. Yesterday, for those who joined me live or for those who have watched my live stream yesterday, I was talking about blood pressure, the warning signs of blood pressure. Blood pressure is a silent killer because some people have blood pressure and they don't know. They have no symptoms. So kidneys will control this blood pressure. Kidneys produce hormones. One of them is renin, angiotensin hormones. We have aldosterone, prostaglandins, which regulate water and salt in our body, these hormones. So they play a very vital role in maintaining the balance of blood pressure. So when, for example, we have blood pressure goes down, then these hormones will be produced to constrict the blood vessels to increase. For example, when the blood vessels are constricted, the resultant factor is blood pressure will increase, and vice versa. And even when for example, when you retain fluid, when the kidneys retain fluid, when there's increase in fluid in the blood, the resultant factor again will be increase in pressure. So these hormones, they play a key role in maintaining the balance of blood pressure. That is again another important function of kidney. Another one is red blood cell production. How does kidney participate in red blood cell production? There is hormone called erythropoietin hormone. This erythropoietin hormone is very key in hematopoiesis. That is the process of blood formation in the production of red blood cells. So find that people with kidney problems, they tend to have anemia. They are anemic because the kidney, it is the function of the kidney to produce this hormone, which aids in or facilitates the production of red blood cells. So despite people with kidney problems being given supplements, they tend to have low blood, HB. So they are anemic, so that's the reason why they are always given blood supplements. For example, when you are undergoing dialysis on a weekly basis, before you are taken for dialysis procedure, it is very important that your HB or blood level is checked, because there are also limitations. your blood level must be within a normal certain range for you to undergo the process of dialysis. So that is one of the key factors that is always checked when you are undergoing dialysis, or when you have kidney problem like acute kidney injury, end-stage renal disease. There are so many kinds of renal problems that we will talk in our subsequent live streams. Apart from maintaining production of red blood cell, another important function is to maintain healthy bones and teeth. Remember, we have vitamin D that we normally get from the sun. It's very vital, for example, to at least access sun, because that is the natural source of vitamin D, apart from maybe from diet. The natural source of vitamin D, we get it from the sun. So it is the function of the kidney to convert vitamin D from the sun to active form of vitamin D. So this active form of vitamin D is essential for absorption of dietary calcium, that is from food, and also growth of bones and teeth. And also that active form will ensure that you have strong bones and very healthy teeth. Yeah. So you find that when you are young, for example, the babies, we advise their mothers to expose them to sun so that they can absorb the vitamin D from the sun. When you lack vitamin D, you start developing some problems like rickets, and also retarded growth. Retarded growth can be a sign of kidney failure in babies or in children. So when you have a child who has retarded growth, the child might be having kidney failure, because it is the function of the kidney to convert vitamin D into the active form, which is very useful in the body. Now I've taken you through the functions of vitamin D. That is why it is very important to have a healthy kidney. Earlier I said that you cannot survive without at least one functional kidney. Someone can survive with one kidney or two, but at least one must be functional. The good thing with kidney problem is that, in fact, kidney diseases like the end-stage renal, they are not curable. The only cure is to do what is known as kidney transplant. But we have assistive mechanisms through which you will be helped to remove waste. When you have kidney problem, you are not be able to remove waste products from your body. So this machine is called dialysis machine. It helps you to remove the waste mechanically from the blood. So it's a very interesting process, the dialysis machine. Very, very interesting, because it does the work of the kidney. So it is done for you. Instead of your kidney now doing the work, it is incapacitated to remove the waste from the blood. So this machine is designed in such a way that it takes waste from the blood system, and then the blood circulates back into your body. That's how it works, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, so if you are watching me, kindly for the first time, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. In case you have any question, ask me in the comment section. Tell me so that I can also recognize you and appreciate you for taking your time to be with me. After taking you through the importance of all the functions of the kidney, it is very essential now to know how you can keep your kidneys healthy. How to keep your kidneys healthy. It is very, very easy, and you can do it. To have a healthy kidney, you can decide to have a healthy, rather be healthy than struggling to regain the normal functions of the kidneys. So kindly tell me where you are watching me from. Join me and share me out, guys, to your friends so that they can join us. We learn together. Remember, this channel is dedicated to educating you, giving you health talks on different essential topics at the comfort of your home. So what you can just do is to appreciate me by joining me live, subscribing to my channel, so that every time I upload any content or anytime I go live, you are able to join me. So I'll give you 10 easy tips on how you can prevent kidney problems or prevent kidney diseases. So the first one is avoid alcohol intake. One of the first function of kidneys, I said, is remove waste products from our body. So those who either avoid alcohol intake or reduce alcohol intake, remember it is the functions of the liver to metabolize alcohol. That process is for those who have consumed alcohol excessively, they normally end up having liver cirrhosis, that is liver problems, and even kidney diseases, because the enzymes that the process of metabolism of alcohol, it can end up damaging your liver, and those wastes can as well damage your kidney, causing kidney injury or kidney disease. So for those who are consuming alcohol, you reduce intake or you can avoid it, because these are avoidable factors. So welcome for those who are joining me at this moment. I'm talking about tips to avoid kidney diseases and why it is very, very important to keep your kidneys healthy. My second point is drink water. Drink water. Right now I have this glass of water. That's the most easiest way to keep your kidneys healthy. Actually, normal adults, the recommended amount of water to be taken per day is around 2 to 3 liters of water. But this one is not in all cases, because when you have kidney problem or you have maybe severe lung disease, your physician might decide to when you have these conditions, remember you retain a lot of fluid in your body, so mostly your physician will want you to reduce or control intake of fluid. So this 2 to 3 liters of water is not for everybody, just for people who have normal or healthy kidneys. But if you have kidney disease, you are not able to excrete that excess water. So taking more water, it means you are overloading your body with the fluid and causing further damage to your kidneys. So the water has very, very many essential importance in our body system. One of them, which I'm talking about today, is to keep your kidneys healthy. Remember, other functions are like preventing constipations. Mostly youths do not drink water. Youths do not drink water. Statistics shows that youths do not drink water, and most people who have constipation, you'll find them youth, children, because they're not able to, they don't drink enough water. And this amount of water to be taken per day, it also varies. For the, I've talked about people who are sick, who have kidney problems. To them, they don't, that one don't apply to them. Also to maybe kids. This one is only for adults, normal adults with normal kidneys function. My next point is exercise regularly. Previously, I talked about, for those who have not watched my video, importance of exercise. American Heart Association recommends that you should exercise for about 150 minutes per week. 150 minutes per week. That one you need to exercise at least 30 minutes per day. So there are different kinds of exercise. You can jump, you can run, you can walk, you can go to the gym. So it's recommended that you do exercise that's around 150 minutes per week. This one will help you in your cardiovascular health, will help you also manage your blood pressures. Yesterday I talked about blood pressure. One of the easy way to prevent blood pressure or having hypertension is regular exercise. Exercise is always a free medicine. It prevents so many illnesses in the body, including preventing kidney diseases. When you avoid these conditions like blood pressure, cardiovascular problems, these are one of the leading causes of having kidney diseases. So when you exercise adequately, you prevent, in return, you prevent having kidney problems. So take it as an initiative to exercise at least 30 minutes a day. You can walk, you can jump, you can run. I don't know, there are so many mode of exercise. So take it an initiative and as a task on your own to exercise. You can always join. I have a friend who is a YouTuber called Evelyn Fitness. She is a fitness model. You can always join her so that you exercise together. For those who are beginning to exercise, you start slowly. And the end result will be magnificent because you'll be very healthy. My next point is having low salt diet. Salt, too much salt is a risk factor to so many problems. Too much salt increases the risk of having heart disease, increases the risk of having hypertension. Remember these factors, they play a role in increasing your chances of having kidney failure or kidney problems. It is recommended that you take per day, you take around 230 milligram of salt per day. That is the maximum. 230 milligram, around to 30 milligram per day, of not more. That is according to American Heart Association, because this one, too much salt will what does too much salt do in your body? It will cause fluid retention. When you have fluid retention in your body, the resultant thing is high blood pressure, among other problems. High blood pressure is very dangerous. It's one of the silent killers and one of the leading cause of kidney failure. So normally we avoid high salt foods, and sometimes it's very difficult because to maintain that, because you buy this processed food, this packed food. So always check on the label, on the content of salt content. You can always tell them to maybe avoid putting salt on your food, because not always you will eat in your house or cook food on your own. But I would prefer that you cook your own food, because you'll be able to regulate or reduce the amount of salt in that food. So I've said that salt is not good for your health or for your heart. And what is not good for your heart is not good for your kidneys. So reduce salt in your food or your daily salt intake. It must not exceed 230 milligram of per day. Another way to prevent kidney problem is eat healthy foods. Eat healthy foods. Limit sodium, cholesterol, and fat foods. Salty food high in cholesterol and also fat foods, those are not healthy foods. So instead, you can focus on fruits, vegetables, grains, whole grains, low fat diet, lean meat, seafood, poultry, eggs, legumes, nuts, seeds, and even soy products. So these are the recommended foods, because they are very healthy foods. So you avoid those processed foods, the canned foods, they increase your risk of having kidney problems. And then you can also moderate on protein intake. Remember, protein is very important in your body, very essential in growth of body organs, repair and growth of body organs, cells, muscles. But the end product, we have waste. Those proteinous waste. So these wastes are very harmful. When you take proteins, excess proteins, and have too much waste, you overburden your kidneys. And in turn, you can have kidney problems, kidney injuries, or even kidney failure. So dietary reference intake of protein, it is recommended that you take 0.8 grams per kg of body weight. 0.8 grams of proteins per kg of body weight per day. But this one, the amount of intake can differ because of different needs. Different needs of proteins. For example, your physique goals. Some people are working out to build a body, so they will need more proteins than those who are not building body. Also, those who are malnourished. So the malnourished, for example, the malnourished children or adults, they will require higher amount of proteins. The muscle mass and even the age. For example, the young and the old need different amount of proteins per day. But it is very important to regulate the proteins you take. Also sex. Men need a different amount of proteins than women. For example, this is a remote. This size of protein of this size for a man is enough. But for a woman, maybe a protein of size of your palm. You can estimate size of your palm per day is very sufficient for essential. Yeah, it's very sufficient for your body. But I've said the amount now depends with some other factors that I've mentioned previously. My next point is you maintain normal or glucose level. Maintain the normal or glucose level in your body. Remember, most percentage of people with kidney problems, for example, most people with diabetes, most of them end up having kidney problems. Diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure. listen to that point. Diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure. So it is very important to monitor your glucose level. Always see your vision so that you monitor your glucose level. If you are diabetic, ensure that you change the lifestyle, the diet, adhere to the diet recommended to you by the nutritionist, adhere to your medication. And even if you are not diabetic, change your lifestyle. Reduce the risk factors to having diabetes. Some of the risk factors you need to understand, one of them is obesity. Manage your weight. If you have a history of diabetes in your family, that is a risk factor. And also, there are some conditions that increase the risk of diabetes. One of them is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome has been found to increase risk of diabetes. So it is very important that reduce this risk so that you in turn be healthy and stay away from having diabetes. Regularly, I've said that check your blood sugar level. So for those who are joining me at this moment, I'm talking about tips, easy tips to avoid kidney disease, or why it is very important to have healthy kidneys. So kidneys are very, very important in your body. Always strive to ensure that you have healthy kidneys. For those who have not interacted with people with kidney problems, or for those who have not visited renal units, process of treatment of kidney is very expensive. For those who want to do a kidney transplant, it will cost you millions to have kidney transplant, millions of shillings. And most people, mostly in the middle and lower income countries, most citizens are not able to raise millions of shillings. So they end up dying because of kidney problems. And even for dialysis procedure, it's very expensive. Remember, in a week, you are supposed to do at least 2 dialysis procedure in a month. In a week, you need to do 2 procedures of dialysis. And when you go to the public sectors, public hospitals, it's almost per session. It's almost 9,000, close to 10,000 per session, and you need to do 2 sessions per week. So that is like 20,000 in a week. So even most people are not able to afford this dialysis procedure. That's why I'm advocating that let's strive to prevent and make our kidneys healthy, because the process of treatment is very expensive. My next point is reduce stress. Reduce stress. How many people, by show of hands, don't have stress, don't go through stress? Like everybody, even me, I can admit that sometimes I have stress. Stress is common nowadays. But reduce it, because you need to understand the detrimental effects of stress in our body. It causes more harms. In fact, stress kills faster than you can think because of the physiological effects of stress in our body. But in terms of kidney problems, how is stress related to kidney disease? You need to understand that we have stress hormones. So stress hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, that's are stress hormones produced when you are stressed. So these hormones, the surge of these hormones, they cause constriction and hardening of blood vessels. When you have constriction and hardening of blood vessels, what happens? You increase blood pressure, and that is hypertension. So you end up having hypertension or high blood pressure. And hypertension is the second most leading cause of kidney failure. So these stress hormones, we also have cortisol. I've said cortisol and adrenaline. Adrenaline, it will increase blood pressure. Cortisol can also increase blood sugar level. Blood sugar level, remember earlier on I've said diabetes, the leading cause of kidney problem. So when you increase these hormones in your blood, end up having these problems like diabetes and hypertension, you increase the chances of having kidney failure. So manage stress. We have various mechanisms of stress management. So always speak to your friends, read books, can sleep. There's so many mechanisms of stress management. Despite having hard economic times, always afford to smile. Some of the health facts I talked about, smile is very important. Smile help you relieve stress. Smile makes you live longer. And other very beautiful importance of smile. So try to reduce stress on yourself so that you will have that good general health. My next point is maintain normal blood pressure. Yesterday I talked about hypertension, the need to regularly check your blood pressure. Hypertension is silent killer together with kidney disease. Kidney disease is also silent killer because a greater percentage of people with kidney disease also they don't know. So manage your normal or maintain normal blood pressure. For example, if you are hypertensive, you are at greater risk of having kidney disease. So when you are hypertensive, try to adhere to your medications, incorporate exercise in your daily routines, diet, healthy diets recommended by your physicians, and so the normal blood pressure. So you need to know the normal systolic and diastolic. It's normally systolic over diastolic blood pressure. So it is one over the other. The upper one is systolic, the lower one is diastolic. So the normal systolic is below 120. It is between 100 and 120. So below 120, that is the normal systolic. And then the abnormal diastolic is below 80. So when you start having systolic of above 130, then you are heading to hypertension. So I've said normal systolic is below 120, normal diastolic is below 80. When you have systolic of above 130 and diastolic of above 80 or above 90, you're starting to develop hypertension. So regularly check your blood pressure. It's very, very important. That one I will always remind you. So you can always change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle for those who are taking alcohol, for those who are smoking. Yeah, so that you have overall improved health. I'm reminding you that hypertension is the second most cause of kidney failure. The topmost is diabetes. So people with hypertension, they are at greater risk, or even people with diabetes. Even if you don't have them, you should keep off or reduce the risk of these two conditions, these two deadly and silent killers. My next point is avoid herbs and supplements. You need to, these herbal medicines, they are always, I'm not against herbal medicine or supplements, but remember, you don't know the content of this herbal medicine. You don't know their content. And they can have adverse effects. Some people can react to these herbal medicines or even supplements because they don't know. They can, and then in turn they will destroy your kidneys. They can destroy your kidneys. So avoid these herbs. If you want to use herbal medicine, contact your physician. Only take these herbs under his authority. If he accepts that you use herbs, then maybe you can go ahead, but under controlled amount. I'm telling you, don't know the content of these herbs. So when you go to the street, you will always see people carrying them with jerry cans, 20 liters, 5 liters. They sell to use, and you don't know what you're taking. So kindly avoid these herbs. And then there are so many supplements that are normally nowadays sold for various purposes, to boost sexual activities and even more. So avoid them. Only take supplements under your physician's instructions. You must be very strict on what you take that are not subscribed. Avoid these over-counter medications, things given without prescriptions. They are very dangerous and detrimental to our health. Another point is avoid excessive pain medications. Pain medications, specifically NSAIDs. NSAIDs are pain medications. Example, we have Brufen, Meloxicam, Diclofenac, Naproxen, Indomethacin, Celecoxib, among others. So avoid abuse of these pain medications. It is a study has showed that 5% of people with moderate to severe kidney disease use over-the-counter NSAIDs regularly. They are directly linked to having kidney problems, acute kidney injury. So abusing NSAIDs can make you have acute kidney injury. And remember, acute kidney injury can easily cause death. So NSAIDs have been associated with acute kidney injury and progressive loss of glomerular infiltration rate in chronic kidney disease. So consult your physician to see if you are ready to take NSAIDs. If you have kidney problems, you are not advised. People with kidney problems are not advised to take NSAIDs unless you are given by your physician under prescription, because of the NSAIDs will increase the kidney injury or make you progress to having chronic kidney disease. People normally buy the NSAIDs over the counter without prescriptions. So if you have any kind of pain, consult your physician. Don't take it on your own to prescribe for yourself. And then again, take the prescribed amount or dose. If, for example, you are told to take, for example, paracetamol, 1 gram TDS, that is 3 times a day. Don't take 2 grams. Don't overdose, because you will be harming your kidneys. And also, this NSAID, they also damage your liver. Remember, they are metabolized in the metabolism of NSAID takes place in the liver. So you will destroy your liver. You will also destroy your kidneys. This is one of the most common practice people do, or common mistakes people make of abusing pain medications. When you can take pain medication and you see maybe the pain is not reducing instantly, you decide to overdose, thinking that you are doing good for your body. But instead, you are harming yourself. You are destroying your liver, you are also destroying your kidneys. And this is one of the most important organs in your body. in the liver, there's this enzymes, cytochrome 450 enzymes. When you take too much NSAIDs or painkillers, they get depleted because they're the ones metabolizing painkillers or the NSAIDs, and then you build the toxins in your body. So increasing amount of toxins in your body will easily kill you. Remember, some people who normally commit suicide by taking a lot of painkillers, that is what happens to their body, because the painkillers deplete the enzymes. Now they remain as toxins in the body, and that is what kills them faster than you can think. So it is very dangerous to buy over-the-counter painkillers without doctor's prescription and regularly abusing these medications. So for those who are joining me right now, welcome to my live. I appreciate you for taking your time to join me and at least learn something before the day ends. My next point is maintain normal cholesterol level in your body. So normal cholesterol level, when you have high cholesterol level, it increases your risk of developing plaques. So these plaques, they can block your arteries. Remember, we have very bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. So when you have these high levels of bad cholesterol in your body, they can easily form plaques. And when you have plaques, they can block arteries. And sometimes one of the arteries supplying blood to the kidney can be blocked. So once the blood supply to the kidney is blocked, remember the importance of blood, it carries oxygen to these body organs. So it means that you will have acute kidney injury because of decreased blood supply, blood and oxygen supply to the kidneys. So you can develop renal vascular disease when your kidneys arteries are blocked, and in turn cause increase in blood pressure and lead you to having chronic kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease, then we have end-stage renal failure. So at that point, the only thing that can save you is having kidney transplant. So it's so much you are causing to your body if you are having high cholesterol. So avoid these fat foods, high cholesterol diet. So this diet containing high cholesterol or high fat foods, kindly avoid them so that you maintain the normal cholesterol level in the body. So we've looked into different ways of keeping your kidneys healthy. Remember, I started by explaining to you the functions of the kidney, the importance of the kidney to your body, the location of the kidney. Structurally, you need to understand the location of the kidney just below your rib cage, on both sides of your spine, and also the lower rib cage on both sides of your spine. They are not normally palpable unless they are inflamed. And also later on, I've discussed about tips on how to increase or tips on how to avoid having kidney problems. If you follow all the tips, there are so many. If you follow all the tips, you will end up having healthy kidneys. And who doesn't want to be healthy? Everybody wants good health. So let us not continue doing harmful things that can harm or can injure our kidneys. One of the easy ways, I said, drink a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water. Water is always life. Water is life. You cannot survive without it because you'll be killing your body cells. So drink a lot of water as I've advised, or unless you are told by your physician. Because if you already have kidney problems, then you tend to retain a lot of fluid in your body, and therefore your water intake must be regulated. You try to reduce it because your kidneys are not now able to remove the excess water. So unless you are advised, the normal adult have said you should take at least 2 to 3 liters of water per day. That's the recommended, but there is no actual amount of water that should be taken. But the recommended one is 2 to 3 liters of water a day. You'll see that even your skin will be glowing. Remember, when you are dehydrated, some people don't like taking water until they feel they are dehydrated, or you feel that thirsty. You feel thirsty. That is a sign that your body when you feel thirsty is a sign that your body is dehydrated. And you should not wait until your body is dehydrated, because when you are dehydrated, most people have developed acute kidney injury because of dehydration. I've seen so many people being dialyzed because of dehydration. So being dehydrated is so harmful, it's so dangerous to your kidneys. You can end up being helped by the dialysis machine to remove waste. So it is very important so that you know why you should be taking water on a daily basis. Even if you are not thirsty, just make it a habit of taking water. You can flavor it. Water is the most preferred fluid, apart from, because it doesn't have chemicals. Yes. Some people can say that they take tea, they take soft drinks. Water is the most preferred one. So even if you are taking soft drinks, still you need to take water, because dehydration can lead you to having kidney injury. For those who are joining me, kindly say hi. Yeah, say hi so that I can appreciate you for taking your time. I want to thank everybody for this opportunity that you've given me, so that I give you information about healthy kidneys, or how to maintain your kidneys healthy. I will always try to engage you on a regular basis. We interact in real time. You ask me question in real time, and then we see a way forward. If you have any condition, maybe you want to know more about it, kindly you can put it down there on the comment section, so that in our next subsequent live streams we can discuss about it. The importance of this live stream is that we interact. I know my audience, you also know me. Yeah, and I understand the problems that my audience want me to address. So don't feel shy to tell me anything that is disturbing you. Information is always very important. Knowledge is always power. Yeah, some of us have been living an healthy life, but when you get this information very early, the better. You'll say, I wish I knew. When you have this disease, one day you will say, I wish I knew. Someone could have told me to do 1, 2, 3. So that's the main purpose of this channel, so that we educate you early enough on how to avoid certain things that can harm your health. So for those who are joining me, kindly tell me where you're watching me from. And if you have any question, you can tell me, you can ask me in the comments section. Hope you have your water with you. Make it a habit of taking water daily. Your lips will be smooth, your skin will be glowing, your hair will be shining, you'll be very happy. So many benefits of taking water. So kindly, this is life. So for those who are joining me, I was talking about how to maintain healthy kidneys. I've talked about around 11 ways of having healthy kidneys. And also the importance of your kidneys in your body. So how many have promised that they will exercise? Because that is one of the free medicine. If we have, we normally have the conventional medicine and the alternative medicine. So the conventional medicine, the alternative medicines are these ones that you do, things that you do without actually taking the drugs, like touch, exercise. Yeah, they are always free. You can do them at your own pleasure, and the risk or the impact of them are good and great. Okay. So was any question before we call it a day? If you have any question before we call it a day. Any question before we call it a day? So we'll, this is the first time I'm talking about kidney. The next time we'll talk about different kidney problems. I'll talk about acute kidney injury. I will also talk about what causes kidney diseases, what actually causes these problems. We've been talking about how to keep your kidney healthy, but what can actually cause kidney disease? I will also talk about chronic kidney disease. Remember, we have acute kidney disease and chronic kidney disease. Chronic and acute basically is about time. And In the structure of kidneys, we have a very important part called nephrons. So these are the smaller units in the kidney. So they have they are the ones, they have filtrate. They contain glomerular filtrate through which blood is filtered. So we have the small particles will pass through the glomerular filtrate, and then the ones with the large particles like proteins, blood cells, them they do not pass through the glomerular filtrate. So in any case, your urine is tested and proteins are found in urine, it can signify other problems. So there are things that we don't expect in urine like proteins, blood cells, because they are larger particles. So their presence means the glomerular filtrate is damaged. And therefore you need attention. So let's avoid unnecessary use of medications, avoid abuse of painkillers, avoid excessive use of alcohol, reduce smoking or stop smoking, quit smoking. Remember, smoking is also one way, avoiding smoking is also one way of making your kidneys healthy, because smoking hardens your arteries. When you harden your arteries, you increase your blood pressure. Blood pressure, I've said, the second most leading cause of kidney failure. So avoid smoking for those who are smoking, avoid alcohol, let's exercise, let's take a lot of water, reduce salt in your diet, among other measures. Yes. So I want to take this opportunity to end the live stream. Thank everyone who has been with me throughout. And let's hope to meet in the next subsequent live stream. Let me give you time to go and research. Think about maybe if next time you have a question, you'll tell me. So next time join me if at least if you have some problems, I'll be very happy to attend to them. So until next time, let's have a fantastic evening. Stay safe, keep safe, and may God keep you. Until next time, thank you.